Okay, you're leading your team through change. So obviously you as the leader want the team, as you have, to accept the change, buy in, take ownership, get on board, get with the program. Conventional wisdom, however, would suggest people don't like change. Change is difficult. They're going to resist it. Well, research suggests that's not always the case. And there are a couple of factors that will affect how receptive your team is to change, how much they will buy in and accept it. And those two factors are, people tend to accept change more when they choose it and when they benefit by it. So let's take each one of those separately. Let's talk about the choosing it. Let's say you've been doing something for a period of time and somebody comes up with the idea, we don't really have to change what we're doing, but we could, and we could change it in this way, and I really believe that would be a better way to do it. And maybe then you have an ensuing conversation and they convince the rest of the team and everybody agrees this is a good change to make. Well, obviously they chose it, therefore the acceptance of it will go along pretty smoothly. Bottom line is, that's not always the way it works. Sometimes change gets dictated to us by people at other levels. They made the decision, now they give it to us. It's our job to roll it out to the team and get the team to buy in. Can we, however, after that initial decision that the team needs to change, can we give the team any input into it? So while you don't necessarily say this to the team, what you're thinking in your mind, we didn't choose this, somebody else did, but can I ask for their opinion on how they want to implement it? Can I get them to come up with strategies on how we're going to apply this? Because if they can have any input into how we roll this out, then that will help them accept it. And then the second part of that is benefit. Do they stand to benefit at all? Well, oftentimes people, when they hear a major change coming down, initial reaction is, I'm not going to benefit by this at all. And even if you try to convince them of that, sometimes they're not bought into it. Well, there's two approaches you use. One is to give them your perspective. Let me share with you how I, as a leader, believe this is going to benefit you. That will work in some cases. To me, a better strategy, doesn't always work, but try it and hopefully it'll work for you, is to get them, the team, to think in their own minds, how might we benefit by this? Because if they then can come up with how they feel they benefit, there will be immediate buy-in and ownership. Why? Because they came up with it. So you share with them your vision or get them to come up with their perspective on how they benefit. Both of those will work. Obviously, worst case scenario, folks, is that they don't have any choice in the matter and they don't stand to benefit at all. Best case scenario is they chose it and they benefit by it. And then the ones that are in the middle are, which are better than the worst case scenario, which is they chose it but they don't benefit by it, or they didn't choose it but they do benefit by it. Any of those will help you get home. Now, having said that, there's one other reaction that I want to make you aware of, and that is when change is difficult, there's a very common reaction by the manager, who at this point, let's face it, isn't a real popular person, and that is to withdraw. They are less visible, less accessible, they communicate less, they support the team less, they give them less direction and less structure. And actually, research would suggest just the opposite of that is what is needed at that time. So when you're going through a transition with your team and they're having difficulty accepting the change, realize it will benefit you to be more visible, more accessible, more supportive, give them more direction, more structure to this new reality they're going to, and communicate more. Follow those tips, folks. They will absolutely help your team accept the change and the ensuing transition. Folks, that's my perspective. What's yours? Swing by our website, leave us a comment or a question. Check out other videos like this one, and if you like this one, please pass it on. It's been a pleasure being with you. Till next time, see ya.